Well, good afternoon. It's just about noon on the Thursday, the 21st of April, and welcome to another Leadership Lunch. I am Matt Morey, the C4 Leader, and today's quote comes from a gentleman named John Oswald Sanders. He was a Christian missionary in the 50s and 60s. He actually ran the Overseas Missionary Fellowship, which at the time was called the China Inland Mission. He is a known Christian author, and the quote today resonates very well, which is one of the reasons why I picked it. The quote is, "The person who sees the difficulties so clearly." Hi, Sandeep. The person that sees the difficulties so clearly that he does not discern the possibilities cannot inspire vision in others. The person who sees the difficulties so clearly that he does not discern the possibilities cannot inspire vision in others. And this reminds me of a line from Teddy Roosevelt, who talks about the man in the arena and how the glory goes to the man in the arena because he is the one that puts himself to the hazard and is out there to be criticized, while the people that criticize are the ones that can remain perfect in their own minds. And this is what happens a lot on teams. There's always a naysayer. There's always somebody that sits there and says, "That'll never work." That person is one of the few people that a leader actually may need to approach early. I don't want to say few. It's one of the people that a leader does need to approach early. And the reason I say this is that in many cases, if a leader can approach the person with an idea, get their buy-in, address some of their concerns early on, then the person in the meeting will stand up and say, "I was involved in that. That makes sense," or "It works for me." And I had an example of this actually not too long ago, where I knew I needed to have a change with the project team. I sat with one of the people that I knew was going to be a naysayer and told them, "Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about making this change." The person came to me with a couple of suggestions because he felt that he was being listened to. I made those changes, made those suggestions, or acknowledged why they wouldn't work, why the changes may not be what we were exactly looking for. And then in the meeting, I announced the change and acknowledged the person, the troublemaker, the naysayer, by saying, "And I've already had communication with this person and this person and this person, and they've already told me what they think about it, and they're involved in too." By saying that and by taking those extra steps early, I negate their ability to come back later and say, "Well, that'll never work," because they were involved from the beginning. So that's how you can, as a leader, deal with a person who sees the difficulties so clearly that he cannot discern the possibilities and interrupts your vision. All right, that's it for Matt Morey, the C4 Leader today. I hope it was a great quote for you. I hope you got something out of it. If you missed a quote, my previous videos are starting to appear on my YouTube channel at C4ELT. That stands for Explosive Leadership Training. It's the name of my company. Again, YouTube channel C4ELT. I'm Matt Morey, the C4 Leader. And as always, I'm committed that you will get more with Morey. Here's to you and your team exploding into success.